What up, what up, what up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review of Basketball Wives LA Season 11, Episode 24. So if you haven't seen Episode 24 of Basketball Wives LA Season 11, turn this video off, go watch the episode, and come back and watch this video. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel. It's simple and free way to support my channel. I can't stress that enough. It's free. It takes less than 10 seconds to do. It don't take no money out your pocket. And if you want to support, that's the easiest and free way that you can do it. I know I sound like a broken record, but like, why haven't you liked or subscribed to the channel yet? Anyway, I'm not a public speaker. I will tend to fumble my words and say and so and like 1,000 times. I may stop to regain my thoughts. I may slow my speaking down to regain my thoughts. And anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. Comment below what you thought of this week's episode and what you would grade it. If I forgot anything that you thought I should have talked about, let me know. If I was off on anything, let me know in the comments. I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. This episode was spicy. I liked this episode. I ain't gonna lie. It was a lot of little crazy stuff going on. So I'm gonna give this episode, I'm gonna put it in between a B- and a C+. It wasn't great, but it kept me entertained. So I will say that. So yeah, I'm going to put it in between a B- and a C+. Maybe I'll change it at the end. We shall see. But Last Chance, Basketball Wives, LA, Season 11, Episode 24. If you have not seen it, turn this video off because I'm about to spoil the entire episode. Okay, so the episode begins. It's the next morning after the bachelorette party. Everybody's hungover and not feeling it, but they seem to still have the energy to go. Brandy done lined up these activities for them for the day. Then we get this scene where Evelyn FaceTimes Shawnee, and we find out that Shawnee just dropped a book about her life or whatever. And they talk about the things in the book that went viral, shall I say. The clickbait parts of the book. And, you know, Evelyn in her confessional, she talks about, in one part of the book, Shawnee mentions that she mentions that a friend of hers was one of the key reasons for her marriage ending. And she says that she assumes that it's Laura. Well, she doesn't say Laura's name, but she's like, it's somebody on the trip with us, but we know it's Laura. So Evelyn, you know, she tells Shawnee, you know, Evelyn, Jackie has been an angel this entire trip. But it's just making me nervous. The devil comes out at the end. So the ladies arrive to Brandy's little activities that she done set up. She splits them into 2 groups of 4. Her, Brooke, Jackie, and Laura do the ATV riding, and Evelyn, Jennifer, Giselle, and Cheyenne do the zip lining. So first of all, let's talk about these activities. Brandy is a real, you could tell she's like an adrenaline head, because these adventures wasn't just some plain ass like ATV rides you would see on like Baddies or something like that. This shit was like hardcore. Like the ATV riding, they was riding on this skinny ass wood looking type bridge, hanging on by strings. I was like, oh hell no. I was like, oh hell no. And then the zip lining wasn't no little ass space. They was zip lining across like a whole fucking forest. The shit looked crazy. I mean, it looked fun, but it also looked scary. So then we get this scene where Jackie and Brooke finally sit down to have their one-on-one discussion. And, you know, I feel like this shit is not needed for me. I don't like Brooke, so I just feel like Jackie is wasting her time. Because Brooke just acts like she's so above everybody. She acts so stuck up. It just throws me off. So Brooke starts off, you know, she's like, my issue is no longer with the interview that you did or the recorded phone call that we heard or whatever. It's about the excuses that you make when you're trying to apologize or whatever the case may be. So Jackie's like, yeah, you right, you know. She's like, I fucked up and I hold myself accountable, and, you know, you was right and I was wrong. I mean, just telling Brooke what she want to hear, because it's like, even though some shit she went off of because she was hurt, they don't want to hear that shit. They just want Jackie to take full accountability of shit. So Brooke's in her confessional talking about, I don't feel like this is a real, I don't feel like it's a real apology, but we can be in the same room and be cordial. And that's exactly why I said it was pointless of Jackie to even have this conversation with Brooke, because y'all already being in the same room right now and being cordial. So it's just like the shit was unnecessary for me. But I mean, it is what it is. Whatever. So the ladies, they go to dinner, and Brandy gifts all of them like these little basketballs with a note attached to them from her husband, basically inviting them. She invites them all to a charity event that she's hosting, and she asks Jackie to host. So a charity event that she wants Jackie to host. And this is when Evelyn decides that she wants to apologize for Brandy for like speaking on her husband and trying to use that against her or whatever. And Brandy's like, I don't know if I could trust you enough to like basically accept your apology just yet. We gotta like build or whatever the case may be. So then Jackie and Brooke bring up their conversation that they had earlier. They still have disagreements about certain things, and I was just like, this is why they shouldn't have never even had the conversation. And then Jackie gets up and tries to kiss Brooke, and I was just like, no. And Brooke got the nerve to talk about she disgusted. At least Jackie been kissing the same dick for 25 years, bitch. We don't know where your mouth been just last week. Miss, what she say a couple episodes ago? Let my pussy have some fun or whatever the fuck she said. Like, bitch, you got some nerve. So, Evelyn brings up Shawnee's book and plays an audio from the book where Shawnee's basically saying, she's expressing that she saw text messages between her ex. I don't know why they keep, what is it, they get sued if they say Shaq's name. But she's expressing in this audio that she saw text messages between a friend of hers and Shaq, and that she called the friend and said, I'm whooping your ass when I see you. So Jackie's like, well, first of all, this bitch been divorced from Shaq for how long? And you still talking about this nigga? You got a whole new husband. Like, why are you still bringing up Shaq? Like, I'm pretty sure he is not thinking about your ass. Like, yeah, you the mother of his kids, but like, you still talking about this nigga. This nigga probably ain't even thinking about you. You done wrote a whole excerpt in your book about this nigga. Like, it's like, give it up, Shawnee. We all know why you probably wrote the book, because your husband's church is in foreclosure, or whatever the case may be. Y'all losing money. So you had to write this book. But anyway, so Jackie's like, who is she talking about in this audio? And Laura's like, well, apparently she's talking about me. And she's like, I'll have that conversation with Shawnee alone, because it's nobody else's business. And Brandy trying to get into it more, and Laura's like, no, leave it be. You don't want nobody in your business talking about your marriage, so leave it be. So I'm like, oop, okay, Laura. So the ladies head to this yacht ride that they about to take, and on the way there, Jackie, Cheyenne, and Laura are sharing the ride together. And Jackie asks Laura if she's ever heard anything about Evelyn being with Shaq. And Laura's like, she's heard about plenty of people being with Shaq, but she's including Evelyn. She's like, I wouldn't even disclose that though. So when the ladies board the yacht, first they talk about the differences between Fun Jackie and the other side of Jackie, whatever the case be. And then Brandy announces that she got accepted to play a role in a movie. Brandy and Jennifer have this side conversation with each other about Evelyn apologizing to Brandy, and Brandy saying, it makes her irritable. It even makes her irritable with her husband when people bring up that type of stuff, because it's like, it's his wrongdoing that he did. And now it makes them argue and stuff like that. And she mentions how her and her husband aren't in the best space right now, and they're not seeing eye to eye. So we see that she's having trouble in her marriage, and then the fact that people keep bringing it up. Then we get this little side conversation with Jennifer, Evelyn, and Laura, and Jennifer's telling Laura about Christian's restitution, which is all of a sudden it's $250,000. When they first brought up, is the restitution going up? Does it go up? I don't know nothing about law or nothing like that. But when they first brought up this restitution situation, it was $150,000. I remember Jennifer saying that because she was like, our wedding's going to be about that much. Then when Giselle brought it up, she was like, how is he owed $300,000? So I was like, $300,000? So it's $300,000 now? But now in this scene, Jennifer says $250,000. How much is the restitution? Why is it so much if this nigga is innocent? It's just weird. I don't know. So she's talking about how he's going to have to get permission to travel to Paris for their wedding. And I'm like, that should have been the first thing y'all should have got before even planning a wedding out of the country. Cause she talking about, should we be trying to fight? I mean, should we be trying to check to see if he can go out of the country? Yes, cause y'all planning y'all spending all this money for a wedding that he might not even be able to attend. So what happens if he can't attend? Y'all gonna do the wedding through Zoom? Like, come on. So this one, it gets crazy. So Jackie, she asks Evelyn about what Shaunie said in her. I mean, she brings up what Evelyn said. What Evelyn brought up. She brings up Evelyn playing that excerpt from Shaunie's book the night before, and Evelyn tells Jackie that. Oh, no. This is when Jackie asks Evelyn about what Shaunie said in the book about Jackie, and Evelyn's like, well, she gave you your flowers. She fucks with you or whatever. Then Jackie brings up the excerpt that Evelyn played the night before, and she's like, I heard years ago that you had did something with Shaq. And then they show the clip of, seasons ago when Jennifer says she had a conversation with somebody about Evelyn sleeping with Shaq, and Evelyn gets emotional and says to Shaunie and swears on her son that she never slept with Shaq. So Evelyn immediately gets defensive. She's like, shut the fuck up, Jackie. And, then Jackie's like, well, Laura, in the car ride, she said she heard the same thing. So then Laura chimes in and she's like, and what did I say, Jackie? I said that if it was true, that I wouldn't even speak of it. I wouldn't even bring it up. So Jennifer, she chimes in. She's like, I was there. I was a part of that original conversation, and we nipped it in the bud. We got to the root of it back then, and it's resolved or whatever. So Brandy's like, well, how do we know that for sure? Because, Brandy now, she wants to get on Evelyn, since Evelyn always trying to get in her ass about shit. So she's like, how do we know for sure? And Evelyn's like, what do you mean? Like, that wouldn't be my friend of 20 plus years if it was some truth to it. And I'm just like, a simple no, it's not true could have sufficed. Like, why you had to say, if she wouldn't be my friend of 20 years? I was just like, I was looking at Evelyn sideways. I mean, even though she swears that she didn't do nothing with Shaq. You never know. Some people lie about shit. They're stamping on they dead homies and all that shit. You never know. So we get this final scene, and before that, on the way to to this dinner, Evelyn's in the car. She's still heated about Jackie even bringing that shit back up, and she's talking about her confessional that she's just mad because I pulled up receipts that she's a prostitute, but those receipts were shown, and we didn't see that paper. I don't care. I didn't see the paper of they didn't show it on the show. I know that you steal records and you're not supposed to show them on the show, whatever the case may be, but I hate when they say they got receipts and we don't get to see them as viewers, just the cast, or it's just brought to the table, but we don't get to see. I don't like shit like that. But anyway, so the final scene, the ladies get to dinner. It's dinner on the beach. It's real pretty, these little places. The yacht they went to was pretty. Even the activities was lit. They had, it was a nice little trip in Mexico. I gotta go out there. It was nice. It looked nice. So Evelyn begins to express how she's enjoyed everybody on the trip and whatnot, and Jackie's like, well, I feel like you were being mean to me earlier, and Evelyn was like, yeah, because of what you said, and you bringing up old shit or whatever. So Jackie's like, okay, I apologize. We're not gonna talk about it no more. It's done. So Evelyn's still defensive, and then Jackie, she admits that she was in the car being messy, being petty. She says when she asked Laura, did she hear the same thing about Evelyn? And then she apologizes. She's like, I was being petty and I apologize. So at this point, Brandy is still trying to get to the, I don't know, she's trying to get to the root, or she's trying to delve more into this or whatever. And Laura's like, you know what? She's telling Brandy, don't ask Jackie, ask me, because I said what I said or whatever in the car. So you just need to ask me. So Brandy's like, I don't know you well enough to be asking you anything. And Laura and Brandy kind of have this back and forth at one point, and then Brandy gets real quiet, and then out of nowhere, Brandy's just like, well, everybody want to let's just lay it all out and say. Brandy gets super defensive and ends up getting into it some more with Laura. I don't remember everything that was said. The scene happened so quick. And then next thing you know, Jackie jumps in, and she's like, Brandy, just let it go. I'm the one that started it, and I apologize. It's dead. Let it go. and it's over. And Brandy's like, Jackie, don't yell at me. And Jackie's like, it's over, leave it alone. And then she's like, shut the fuck up. And then Brandy's like, shut the fuck up. So then they start going back and forth. Things start to be said about each other's husbands and calling each other's hoes and prostitutes and all that other shit. And next thing you know, Brandy stands up and she gets up and she stands over Jackie. And Jackie just sits there cool as a fucking cucumber, as I might add. Like, she just sat there like, she says, I wish the fuck you would touch me. So then Jackie jumps up. And then Cheyenne jumps up. And then Brooke jumps up and tries to go over to Cheyenne. Of course, everybody's getting held back by security. And, Brandy trying to take her earrings off like she really about to get active. Like, they ain't gonna let y'all ass motherfuckers fight. This is not Now That's TV. This is not baddies. They is not gonna let y'all go no rounds. Y'all old ass bitches. They not gonna let y'all they not gonna let y'all fight. They don't let the housewives fight. They not gonna let y'all motherfuckers fight. I was just like, y'all doing all this piping up for nothing. I want to see Brooke get down though, cause this bitch act like she got hands, and I just want to see what she really working with, because this bitch just act like she can whoop somebody, and I just want to see it, just cause like. I don't know. Put her ass on a season 11 hip hop real quick. I need to see something right quick. I want to see something right quick. I don't know. I just can't stand Brooke. I'm sorry. But that's how the episode ends. That big ass commotion. Brandy walks off heated. I mean, it looked like Brandy just got heated out of nowhere. Like, it was over. Like Jackie said, it was over. She said she admitted she was being petty, messy, whatever you want to call it. She apologized for it. I get that y'all get tired of Jackie doing stuff and then apologizing, whatever the case may be. Y'all all fucking do it. So I feel like it should have just been left alone. But Brandy felt the way because Laura was like, you don't want nobody bringing your shit up, so why you jumping in somebody else's shit? So it was just like, I felt like Brandy just got defensive. And then, the conversation she had with Jennifer on the yacht about already being on the outs with her husband. So I just feel like, and then they played all the shit, all the shit people been saying about her throughout the season. They played it in like a little excerpt before she started spazzing out. So they tried to make it seem like all that shit was building up and she just exploded. But yeah, I feel like the episode was still, it had some, like, I like messy Jackie. I don't give a fuck. Like, what else would we have if we didn't have Jackie being messy? It would be y'all motherfuckers sitting around talking about Jackie because y'all ain't got no other emotion. It's just like, hey. I know she get messy at times, but hey, what the fuck? Whatever. I don't care. I'm Team Jackie. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. This is why it's my review, because that's how I feel. I don't care. But I would give it I was still graded between a B- and a C+. We see in the next episode that Brandy ends up hosting her event because, she had the outs with Jackie. Jackie's going to finally do an episode of her show. We see Brandy. It looks like she's breaking it off with her husband. I don't know what's going on there. And we see that Christian's going to get he's going to get good or bad news. We don't know. The next episode looks kind of dry. I ain't even going to lie. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Of course, comment below what you were graded and what you thought. And if I forgot to talk about anything in particular, let me know. But yeah, I will grade it between a B- and a C+. Comment below what you would grade it. Like and subscribe. I need 100 million subscribers, but I will settle for 300 right now. So help me get to over 300 subscribers. I know I keep saying that, but I need it. I need the likes. I need the subscribers. I need the viewers and the algorithm to keep algorithming. You know what I mean. Anyways, like, subscribe, comment below. Thanks for watching. I will see y'all in the next review. Peace.